Welcome back. As always, be sure to leave a comment, tell me how I can improve myself, because I'm always looking for improvement. Your comment helps out a ton. Also, if you have any video ideas or any theories you want me to make a video on, please let me know down in the comments. Also, be sure to check out my other channel, YC Games, and without further ado, let's get right into this. So, this is another topics video, just like the other two I made. These are just kind of like brief little intros to theories or thoughts or whatever I had on Borderlands 3. And really the point of these videos is I want to hear your guys' opinion. So please, please, please go down in the comments, tell me what you think about any of these topics, or if you have any other topics you want me to discuss, please let me know down there and I'll be sure to include another video like this. Because I enjoy videos like this because I really do want to encourage your guys' opinions. I want to get you guys in on the conversation. I don't want to be just me talking, making videos. I want to have more conversation with you guys. So please let me know in the comments your thoughts about any stuff I discuss here. And yeah, let's get right into the first discussion. Now by customization, in this category I specifically mean character customization. Now, a couple of my friends I've talked to about this, like the one says, oh, we should just have full customization. Like, you know, we just want just a blank Vault Hunter and want to make it exactly how we want. I think that's a bit much because typically, especially in the past, you know, the Vault Hunter is supposed to look like how the ability works and stuff. You know, they kind of have to look the part. So it'd be kind of weird to have like an assassin with like a Salvador's build. You know, he doesn't really look like an assassin, so it'd kind of be a little off. So I guess not full customization, but it would be nice to have something above just head customization or just pick a head and pick a color. That's basically all you really get. I mean, yeah, some of the different skins have some special things too, but for the most part, it's just pick a head and pick a color palette. There's nothing much to it. And that's fine. I mean, it's not like a big thing, obviously. It doesn't even change the game very much at all. But it's one of those things that would be nice to have a little more customization. You know, maybe throw some accessories in there, give them a different hat or whatever nonsense. Now, I have talked about this in the past, but it's another one of those things I really feel like I need to bring up again. I do not want gun crafting at all. Like, the grinder from the pre-sequel is like the max, and the cauldron from Borderlands 2, but you know what I mean. Just very minimal, that's fine. You know, combine 3 guns, get some random one return. That's really not crafting, so that's as close as it can get. But what I definitely don't want is like custom sights, custom like magazine stuff, you know, because that's the fun factor in Borderlands, is the random drop rate. You might get the best gun in the game with the absolute worst attachments to it. You know, that's just all part of the fun, and I really enjoy that aspect of the game. But I did have one friend again complain recently how he's sick of getting shotguns with long range sights on it. It's like, yeah, well, that sucks, but it's part of the game. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it sucks, but that's the fun part of it. That's just one of the random drop rate. That's why I love the random drop rate, is you can have really good guns, but they just be so annoying to use. And giving you the ability to take off sights, or you know, put different sights on there, or change out different grips and stuff, you know, make it the gun you want. It takes away what really makes Borderlands great. So yeah, let's not have this. That's my opinion though. Again, I want to hear you guys' opinion on all this stuff. Now, a lot of the rumors that I've been hearing lately is that Borderlands 3 is going to have a much more serious tone compared to Borderlands 2. And I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. Now, I assume it's still going to have that little silly aspect to it. It's still going to be funny. It's still going to be over the top in, you know, ways where it can. But I actually think it could benefit from being a bit more serious. Now, I don't want them to tone down the humor. I want them to keep that classic, you know, the Borderlands, just absolute stupidity humor. I love that. But as far as like the story is concerned and stuff, I thought Borderlands 2 had a pretty good story. And when it got emotional, it got pretty emotional. Like, for how ridiculous most of the game is, like when it really had to tell a story and it got serious, those are some of the more memorable parts of the game. So if Borderlands 3 has more moments like that, and they can have that same amount of impact that Borderlands 2 has in those moments, then I'm all for it. Because like I said, those are the more memorable moments. Those are the times that that's when the game really, really shines, is when it takes itself a little more seriously. So if Borderlands 3 can pull it off, I'm all for it. Now, one of the other rumors that we've been hearing for a while now is that we're not going to be on Pandora, which makes sense. I have nothing against that. I'm fully alright with going to different planets. But another one of the rumors we have are that it's going to be multiple planets, not just going from Pandora to another one and spending most of our time on, well, most likely it'll be Promethea. So instead of spending all the time on Promethea, we're actually going to be spending multiple planets, most of the time on Promethea, but other planets as well. And I'm not here to speculate about that. I'm here to speculate how should we get from one planet to the other. Now, they could turn into kind of like a vehicle section where you're just roaming through space, but that'd be pretty boring and that would take away from the actual Borderlands experience. And like I said in the many times in the past, I hate vehicles in these games, so I hope that doesn't happen. More likely, it's just going to be like a fast travel system. So it's going to be interesting how they first do it, because it'd be kind of weird just fast traveling on a completely different planet. And how they actually handle it. Like, is it going to be multiple maps that you can fast travel between? Or how are they going to do that? Because really, like Borderlands 2, you can fast travel, in all this much you can fast travel, you can go what seems like completely different planets. Like, you'll be on, like, the tundra in one spot and a desert in another. You can fast travel, like, just straight between them. And they can feel like completely different planets. So, with them actually being different planets, I guess I'm just curious how they're going to handle that. I guess the most obvious would be just make them different maps, like, on the fast travel screen, and that'd be kind of an easy way to distinct between them. I don't know. It's not one of those big things. It's one of those things I'm kind of curious if you guys have any ideas on how they're going to do that. Now, obviously, we don't actually know when Borderlands 3 is releasing yet, but we can still speculate on what it can be in competition with when it does release. Now, the big four that I noticed that we know of coming out next couple of years are Rage 2, Division 2, Anthem, and The Outer Worlds. Now, the only one that actually seems even remotely like it would be The Outer Worlds. Obviously, we don't know much about it yet, so who knows, it could be completely different. But a lot of people are already comparing it to Borderlands. Mostly in tone, I'm thinking. Like, I doubt it's actually going to be like a looter shooter, but just the tone of it definitely seems Borderlands-esque. Same thing with Rage 2. Like, the gameplay does not look at all like Borderlands, but the tone of it is definitely taken from, or at least inspired from, Borderlands franchise. Anthem, I haven't really been keeping up with this game very much, so I have no idea if it's even remotely close, but that's just one of those games that I've heard from a couple different people that, oh, it's gonna be a big thing for Borderlands to overcome when it comes out. So who knows? I doubt it. I haven't been keeping track of it. I don't think it's gonna be that great, but who knows? It might be. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with it. Division 2 actually might be a little different story. Now, yeah, Division 1 kind of flopped, but if they can learn from their mistakes and make the Division 2 better, it definitely had the setup to be a good game. And if they do the sequel right, it definitely could be a good game. And just the fact that it is a looter shooter, the biggest difference would be that it has a much more serious tone. So that's not really a problem for Borderlands. But yeah, it's still, I guess, kind of a competition. Like I said, I don't think it's going to have a problem when it comes out, but I'm just kind of curious. Are you guys excited for any of these games? Like I said, the only one I'm even kind of paying attention to is the Division 2 and Outer Worlds. Other than that, I really could care less. Now, this is actually a question I've been meaning to ask you guys for a while. How popular is Borderlands? I'm from an extremely small town, so I honestly don't know. Like, I heard about Borderlands 2 from a buddy of mine, and I went over and played at his house, and I just instantly fell in love. and like the next day I went out and bought it and just played the hell out of it, and I'm still playing it today. So like I really enjoy it, but other than that, that one guy is the only reason I got into it, because I've never even heard of this game other than that. So I guess in a city, I guess not even a city, but just in general, how big is this franchise? How popular actually is it? I realize it must be pretty big because, well, the game hasn't even been announced yet, and I've noticed quite a bit of channels talking about Borderlands 3, and even like just kind of in social media in general, like, and just things you wouldn't expect to see anything video games related, you see Borderlands post. So obviously it's big, but I guess how big really is it? Like I said, I'm from a very small town, so I can't even like compare how many people know about it here versus, you know, it's kind of difficult for me to really tell when anything's actually popular. So yeah, I guess if you guys could answer that question for me in the comments, that'd be nice. That's about it for this one, guys. Please, 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 if you have any comments about anything talked about in this video, or if there's any other topics you want me to discuss in another video, please let me know down in the comments, because that's why I make these videos, just so I can talk to you guys, because I'm really excited for this game, and I just love talking about it, and I'm sure you guys do too. So that's why I make these videos, that's so we can talk about it. So please, continue the conversation down in the comments. I'll be down there a lot. You know, add on a conversation. That's why I make these videos. That's why I want to see it from these. I will probably continue, hopefully soon, the VR videos. Just kind of difficult to record because I really don't like recording in my roommate's home, because he just walks in, interrupts, and it kind of gets weird. So I guess if you guys really, really want to see those videos, let me know in the comments and I'll try harder. But honestly, it doesn't seem like you guys really care that much about those videos, so I'll still make them for the few that do watch them. But yeah. Anyway, keep your stick on nice. We're all in this together.